today's episode, we're announcing a new trading event in our community. We also have setups on USD, Swiss franc, Pound Aussie, Euro Aussie, New Zealand USD, New Zealand Swiss franc, and as always, some of the best trades from a Discord trading room. Enjoy. Welcome guys. Before I jump into the setups, I'm happy to announce that FX Price Action and the FX War Room will be hosting another TradingView Trade of the Week competition. Those that remember last year's event, Mtungwa walked away the winner and won that premium sponsored TradingView account, as well as making it into our Hall of Fame. Over the next 5 weeks, we will be doing it again, giving away TradingView sponsored accounts as well as some cash prizes to our members. To qualify, all you need to do is share your setups in our setups channel and your results in our before and after channel using TradingView, of course. And the top trades will feature in our weekly episode and qualify for those prizes. All the info can be found in our trading room as well as our website, and I will be including those links in the description. So good luck to all those that will be taking part, and I can't wait to see who walks away our champion this year. Welcome guys to another weekly market review. I'm going to start us off with a potential swing setup on the USD Swiss franc. And I'm starting on the weekly time frame here. And on the weekly time frame, you guys can note this very big range that the market is in at the moment. And we've reached the bottom of this range a couple of weeks ago. And since then, we've had some interesting price action. And once we get to the tops and bottoms of these ranges, this is when we start looking for potential bounces or even reversals. And I'm looking for a move at the very least to clear these highs, if not potentially higher to maybe the 50% of this range or even higher. But for now, I'm just going to concentrate on this move over here, and we're going to look on the lower time frames to see what's happening there. So just quickly on the daily time frame here, you guys can see this big consolidation that's happening at this liquidity level. And we've had a bit of a 1, 2, 3 drive before we had our impulsive move. And now the market retraced to a nice little fib zone level over here. And we're potentially going to be looking for this market to continue even higher to clear these highs. Like I said, the very minimum, I expect this market to reach this level and even go a little bit higher. Now, just jumping to the 4-hour time frame after we had that 3 drive, we did have one of our reversal patterns. We teach 12 reversal patterns in our course. We had the 1, 2, 3 drive over here breaking the structure, and then the move back down to clear this liquidity before the market made its impulse. And right now the market is again forming one of our 12 reversal patterns. This is one of my favorite ones that's busy forming. And I'm just going to look on the 1 hour time frame quickly. Now what we have forming here is potentially reversal pattern 7. And this is where the market makes this impulsive move. It has the range, and ideally what I would like to see for it to be optimal is for this market to clear the top of this range, come down, clear the bottom of this range before we have the big reversal. We had a similar sort of entry on EURAUD a couple of months ago, and if you guys remember, that one just went ballistic. And hopefully this one will do the same. Now again, it's not 100%, but these are patterns that we did backtest over years and years of data, so they are quite high probability, and that's important to just note that this is only a probability and not a definite, but a very good looking setup, and definitely one I'll be watching next week. Next up, I'm looking at Pound Aussie Dollar, and this is one we've discussed before, and it's one I'm looking for a long. We had the market have this big drop almost in a straight line, and it reached for this liquidity before it had the impulsive move, and we formed a bit of a flip zone setup over here. Now structure wise, what I'm going to be looking for is for this market to hopefully come down one more time to complete this bigger corrective structure back into this flip zone area, and hopefully over here we'll find some price action to take this market higher. I'm not exactly sure how high this is going to go, and if this is going to come back. Maybe it even has to clear these highs first before coming down. I'm not very much interested in the short unless something clear sets up, but if you do get back to this level at the bottom here, this is where I'll be looking for my longs to take this market higher. Next up, Euro Aussie Dollar, which is quite similar to the Pound Aussie Dollar. I'm on the 8-hour time frame here, and we're in this big sideways consolidation, and the market cleared these highs, and last week we were looking for some short setups. We haven't found any yet, but the structure that I'm looking for here is for the market to make a bit of a reversal pattern and then come lower to clear all these clean lows that it left here, and complete this bigger corrective structure before potentially going higher. So any sort of a reversal pattern, I find anywhere from here, or maybe perhaps we'll make one more high before we'll find that reversal pattern, and my target would be these lows over here before switching to the long bias. So quite a nice little move that potentially can happen over here, so one worth watching. Next up, New Zealand dollar, US dollar. This one looks very bearish on the bigger time frame. Just to remind you guys, we did clear these highs and then we had this big impulsive move down, and now we're looking for a bit of a head and shoulders pattern to develop here to take this market lower. And this is my first target, would be this liquidity, but ultimately I think we'll be filling this void down to this order block over here. So quite a big move that we're expecting. Now last week, if I can just zoom in a bit, we were looking for a move back up to the 61 fib and potentially into this little pivot point over here. We fell just short of that level before we had the impulsive move down. We did create a bit of a flip zone level over here. As you guys can see, the market cleared these highs, had the consolidation, and then broke down. So potentially, if we do find corrective price action over here, then we can take this market lower. Now, it's going to be important to watch price action over here. Like I say, here is that nice little consolidation level. If we do find corrective price action, then potentially here we can look for that short. I am keeping in mind an alternative scenario is that this market does have one more trick up its sleeves, and we do make one more high to clear this liquidity over here before we're going to come down. But as it stands right now, if we do find corrective price action, then potentially this top could be in, and we could look for that big move lower to those bigger targets. And the last chart I want to discuss is New Zealand Swiss franc quickly. And we have this potential flag forming, and we're looking for a chance to take this market higher. Now on the lower time frame, there's not much happening yet. It does look like maybe this market will come lower. Ideally, I'd like to see this order block reached, and from here we'll be looking for lower time frame entries to take this market higher. Of course, it's possible that this market can just fall and take these lows. But as the price develops at the moment, it does look like we'll have one more move higher. But I'll definitely be looking for my price action to see if we can get any of those reversal patterns on the lower time frame. But that's it from me, guys. Remember to share your setups in our trading room using TradingView, so you guys can qualify for those TradingView prizes in the coming weeks. But yeah, good luck, and I'll see you all in the trading room. Cheers.